Do you miss the wacky good times during COVID? The winter of severe illness and death?
We are looking at a winter of severe illness and death for unvaccinated. For themselves, their families, and the hospitals they'll soon overwhelm.
Good news! All your favorite COVID superstars are back with bird flu. Bird flu may cause extreme paranoia and make you do some of the stupidest shit this planet has ever seen. Seriously, what the fuck were you guys doing in 2020? None of this makes any sense. Look at this. Talk to your doctor to see if bird flu is right for you. If you wore something like this, or got married with a mask, bird flu may be perfect. I literally cannot believe what I am looking at here. And so, bird flu will bring back what you've missed about COVID. Bird flu. Let's see if we can get even stupider this time. Now, listen to the experts!
The bird flu virus is mutating in the person with the worst case of the illness in the U.S.
CDC says the virus now shows new mutations that may make it easier for the infection to be spread from person to person.
It's no longer by any means just a bird virus, and the alarm buttons are starting to go off in America.
The U.S. isn't doing enough to counteract the bird flu threat and needs to use the hard-learned lessons from the COVID pandemic.
Concerns over bird flu are rising just as we are on the verge of Senate confirmation hearings for Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
The CDC says, although currently the risk in general is low, we still have to pay close attention to the possibility that that might change.
Now, the agencies are making the same mistakes they made with COVID. The number 2 principle of pandemic is detect. And the only way to detect for viruses is to test. You cannot see a virus through symptoms. You miss so many cases. Yet we're still talking about flu-like illness.
This is not like the beginning of COVID where we were dealing with a new virus, we didn't have a vaccine. There actually is a vaccine developed already against H5N1. The Biden administration has contracted with manufacturers to make almost 5 million doses of the vaccine. However, they have not asked the FDA to authorize the vaccine. There's research done on it. They could get this authorized now and also get the vaccine out and to farm workers and to vulnerable people. I think that's the right approach because we don't know what the Trump administration is going to be doing around bird flu. If they have people coming in with anti-vaccine stances, could they hold up vaccine authorization? If they don't want to know how much bird flu is out there, could they withhold testing? I mean, that's a possibility. And I think the Biden administration in the remaining days should get testing and vaccines widely available so that at least it empowers state and local health officials.
One more thing I'd like to show you. This is completely unedited. Watch.
Experts warn the U.S. isn't reacting fast enough to stop the spread of bird flu. The lessons from the COVID pandemic that could help mitigate the threat. We'll talk about it all coming up.
COVID-19. I'm not waiting. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Paxlovid is an oral treatment for adults with mild to moderate COVID-19 and a high risk factor for it becoming severe.
Imagine that. Bird flu threat. Brought to you by Pfizer.